Hi everyone, it's Q&A time. This is the moment where we answer questions that we receive from followers.
I'm Trisha.
And I'm Thomas.
We provide couples training and tools that help them have a more intimate and satisfying relationship. The person that asked the question, she had been dating the person or maybe they were talking for a year and a half, and so she's looking for him to ask her. Oh, they were exclusively dating for 4 months. Oh, that's okay. So they were exclusively dating for 4 months. Now she's trying to find out how long she should wait for him to ask her to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Well,
and he's thinking about it.
And he's thinking about it?
Like, if you've been exclusively dating for 4 months, in 1995, you were boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right. So my question is, if you're exclusively dating, then are you still on Tinder? Like, are your options still open? Like, that's confusing for me.
Well, that wouldn't be exclusive.
Yeah, to me, then that's not exclusive. That's just, like, I don't know.
Your options are still out there.
That's not
You're still
exclusive.
exploring.
Exclusive means your focus is on one person and you're looking to that person to have a committed relationship with them.
Yeah, that sounds like a one-on-one for The Bachelor. He went out with one person for a day, it was exclusive, but then he came back to the house and all of his options were still there. That's not exclusive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and if you want to be boyfriend and girlfriend, just ask. Like, don't wait. If it's something that you want, just ask the question.
I think that there's an important insight right there is having the conversation.
Yes.
You know, and getting on the same page about what we want.
Yeah.
And not doing this over text. Not doing this through Instagram, you know, memes or other things like that, or songs, and really not, like, one of the things about this as we've moved forward in culture is the digital age has kind of begun to replace just sitting down and having a conversation with each other.
Yeah.
And that's where you find out, are we aligned and do we want the same things?
Yeah.
And so there we can say, well, how do you define dating? How do I define dating?
Right.
What does a relationship look like to you? What does it look like to me? Where do we want to go? Do we want to be together, or is this something that we're just coming together just to have fun? Like, the clarity is, I think, what we're talking about, because the sooner we get to clarity, the sooner we can make decisions, which means we know that we're going to be together or not. So at the end of the day, how long should I wait? There is no definitive answer. Having those open and honest conversations, I think, are really important, that would help someone answer the question and also know the time frame by which we would begin to consider ourselves to be dating or boyfriend, girlfriend.
I think you hit a key point there. Communication. Communication works. And it's not over Instagram. It's not over text. It's not over whatever. You know, it's actually physically having that conversation. Because, like you were talking about, this digital age makes things even more confusing on how to even really know what the person is saying, right? Like, when body language is a huge part of what we're communicating. And so if you're trying to talk over text, you're missing all of those signals. You're missing all of those senses that you wouldn't be normally getting in having a one-on-one interaction.
Most likely, because so much information is coming at us anyway, we're distracted. So if I'm talking over text, the likelihood is I'm doing other things at the same time. And so I might be on my computer, I might be watching TV, and now we're in exchange back and forth, you know, on our phones. And that's really not necessarily the best way to build intimacy or the way to really get to know each other. Like, that physical exchange, like you're talking about, is, I mean, at the end of the day, when you get, it's like human interaction. And so we got to get out of our screens and onto the same couch.
I mean, just even when we were dating, there was some confusion. You know, we met in October, we started really kind of talking in December, and in January, we were dating, and I thought we were exclusive. I thought exclusive and dating were the same thing, but he didn't really know that. And so he went and had a date with someone else and then came back maybe a couple days later and said, so what are we doing here? Are we like exclusive? Are we?
Because I needed to know.
He needed to know. So he asked me that question. So it was communication. And I was like, yeah, we're exclusive. What do you mean? I thought I was confused.
And my recommendation to all the men out there would be to do it before going on another date.
Yeah.
Than after the fact. So yeah, that was a lesson learned for me. Mm-hmm. But have the conversation.